Hey everyone, welcome back on the channel. Welcome back to another FSR frame generation video. This week has been an interesting one since GTA 6 trailer 2 launched in this week, along with that FSR 3.1.4 just released. That's an upscaler only. Along with that, a new update of OptiScaler preview 11 released, which is now compatible with GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. So yeah, today we will install GTA 5 Enhanced Edition hotfix. Along with that, FSR 3.1.4. I will show everything step by step. This will work on pirated, non-pirated, Epic, Steam, all the versions. So yeah, let's start this video without any delay now. Alright, first things first, there are few steps which is needed to be done in order to make the mod work, which is if you have the legit copy of GTA 5, then you need to go to the Rockstar launcher, sign your account in, then go to the settings section and make sure this battle eye is disabled. By default it will be enabled like this, so you need to make sure this is disabled and option is like that, because if you do not disable the battle eye, it will detect the mod files as cheating software and everything, and your game will or mod will not work. So after disabling this battle eye, you need to extract this OptiScaler setup on the desktop. Then we're gonna copy the folder or the files and gonna go to the installation directory of GTA 5 Enhanced Edition, for me, which is here where the GTA 5 Enhanced and exe is located. I'm going to paste the mod right here and replace the file it asks for. After replacing, we will need to run the OptiScaler setup.bat. There are still steps remaining. I will show everything step by step, just follow me. So run this OptiScaler setup.bat. CMD window will pop up. Now in here you will need to install the frame generation and hotfix via the method. So I'm going to follow the DXGI one. You can try Winamp DLL version if the DXGI does not work. So I'm pressing 1 here and press enter. Now you will need to select the GPU. If you have AMD or Intel, you need to press 1, and if you have NVIDIA, you need to press 2. I have NVIDIA, so I'm pressing 2 and enter. Now press any key to continue. Now this mod only has the FSR 3.1.3. So in order to get the FSR 3.1.4, we will need to install this DLL. So extract it, open the folder. You will find 2 DLLs here. You need to copy this and paste in the same directory where we installed the mod and replace the files. Now after that, we will need this Enhanced Edition hotfix, which is also a DLL. So we're going to extract it. When you open the folder, you will find inside it has a DLL called optiscaler.dll. Now if you have installed the mod via the DXGI method, you need to rename it as dxgi.dll. If you have installed the mod via Winamp DLL method, then you have to rename it at Winamp DLL. So I have installed that as DXGI, so I'm renaming it as DXGI. Now I need to copy it and paste in the same directory where we installed the mod. And after all this step, we need to run the optiscaler.ini with any kind of text editor. I'm using the standard notepad here. So in here we need to scroll down a little bit and find this frame gen section, and in this frame gen section we will see FG type set to auto. We need to delete it and type it as opti FG, everything a small letter. Make sure there is no space before or after the text, just like this one. Then click on file, click on save, and you can close the text file now. Now every modding and tweaking has been done. What I will do now, I will boot back into the game and I will show the FSR 3.1.4 upscaler, the frame generation and hotfix in action. So yeah, let's dive into the game now. Pre-booking for Mafia the Old Country, Doom the Dark Ages are now available on Discord, along with things like Discord Nitro, Windows 10 and 11 serial key, Netflix subscription, and Google One storage, and many more thing is available on my Discord. Alright, I am back inside the game now. One thing I forgot to mention is close MSI Afterburner or any kind of overlay software if you have enabled, because that messes up with the hotfix. So right now, as you can see, there is no overlay software running, and I will use Optis overlay to get the HUD and the frame rate and everything, system status. So yeah, anyway, first you need to enable the DLSS in order to hook with the FG. So if you have done everything correctly, you should now be able to activate the in-game DLSS. So in order to do that, you need to go to setting, then graphics tab. Now scroll down here and you will find the frame scaling method. Now set it to DLSS. Preset you can select whichever quality balance. I'm just selecting the quality and press apply. Okay, the DLSS has now been applied. Now press INS/insert on the keyboard, and first I will activate the opti overlay. So in order to do that, you need to come down here, FPS overlay, click on this FPS overlay, select the location which you want and select it to full plus graph, or maybe detail plus graph. This is a little bit better because the full plus graph shows some additional thing which I don't need. Now in here you will need to click on the FG active and hotfix. So now as you can see, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit the HUD of the OptiScaler at the top left. You can see my FPS has reached 130 to 140. Without this mod I was getting around maybe 70 to 80. Yeah, maybe 70 80 FPS, and now it's around 130 to 40. You can check the debug view if you want. You can click on the debug view here and you will see debug view is working fine. While activating the debug view, there will be 1 to 2 flicker, but rest of the time it is totally fine. I have still faced some occasional flickering while selecting the weapon, maybe 1 to 2 times. But yeah, rest of the time, like 98 to 90%, it's totally fine. There is still work need to be done in this OptiScaler. This is not still 100% stable, but yeah, I will update if any more new OptiScaler update comes on. And as I have said every time, that the right bottom one is with the HUD, this one, and the center bottom one or this one is without the HUD gameplay. I cannot move my mouse to there, but yeah, anyway, you get my point. Now I'll disable the debug view. So yeah, anyway, now I'll show you the FSR 3.1. So if you press INS/insert here, by default if you have an RTX card, the DLSS will be used here. If you go to the FSR 3.x and click on apply, you will now see FSR 3.1.4 is in use, and you can test the upscaler here. It is still not that much good, but a little bit better. Like it has a little bit less ghosting compared to FSR 3.1.3. maybe I'll put a video on the channel later comparing 3.1.3 and 3.1.4. You can also use another upscaler which it has in here. You can select this 2.3.3 which is a custom version of FSR and not that bad. It is a little bit sharper than 3.1.4, but also has a little bit more what do you say, ghosting issue around characters. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit, then you can see it. But if you have an RTX GPU, it's better to use DLSS always. I have pasted the DLSS 4 and you can see it has a very less ghosting, but yeah, it's still there. You can also use XeSS 2.1 if you want. Select XeSS and press on apply. XeSS is also a little bit good, a little bit smoother than FSR 3.1.4, but it does the job. So yeah, this will be it for this video. If this helps you, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm bringing new frame generation mod video every day. If you're facing any kind of issue, comment down below or join Discord to discuss with me and help the issue. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So cheers now.